God bless all of you. God bless you. We are back again. The graphics have been terrible, but we thank God now we have good graphics. So if you just join me, please share with friends. Just a few of us that are online, share with friends so that we can all benefit. So let's move on. We're saying that God gave Adam a suitable companion in the form of animals, and these people or these animals were not compatible with Adam at all. And God, out of his own wisdom, had to create Eve for Adam by taking that out of himself so that he would appreciate Eve. If God had given Adam Eve from the beginning, Adam wouldn't have that appreciation for Eve. Yes, some of us, we are into relationships. We've been in bad relationships. We've been in a lot. It is not because of anything. Some of us, it's not because of any problem. It is because God that wants us to go through this, so that the right one that you give us will be able to appreciate them. Yes. So, the one I read, Genesis 2:18, that God himself that said, okay, let me have a suitable companion for Adam. And then why should he give him a wrong companion? God, one that has wisdom, why should he give Adam these animals that you know yourself that Adam won't be compatible with these animals? So why should he give Adam these people, these animals? It's because of Adam. God wants Adam to appreciate what he will give him at the end of the creation. That's why after he looking at Adam again, monitoring him very well, realized that no, Adam wasn't agreeing with these animals at all. They are not in agreement at all. I said, okay, fine. Then I have to create another thing. Adam didn't ask God. He didn't ask God anything. But out of God's own wisdom again, I need to give Adam a suitable companion. And this time around, something that you will appreciate. So you have to take that out of himself. Yes, take that out of himself. And then Eve has become so compatible with Adam that even after sinning, like in our time today, if your wife goes to sin or wrongs you, that will be the end of the relationship. For Eve taking that wrong step and then Adam joining him, Adam did not complain or talk about anything. When they were led away, Adam followed Eve, or Eve followed Adam. They moved out together. It was because they were compatible. So we are looking at compatibility here. It's very, very important that in marriage, compatibility is very, very important. You have to be compatible. I will look at some other factors. So if you join me, let me see you and then appreciate you. Compatibility is very, very important. That you need to be compatible with the person. Otherwise, when the problem comes, you won't be able to withstand it. As I've been telling you, marriage is not a journey that you're going to say, I'm returning on the way. So you need to take your time to have the best of the best before you move into it, before you say, I do. And that's what God gave Adam. But check this out also. We used to say that, me, I want one out of my own rib. But I'm telling you that it was only Adam. It was only Adam that did not come from a woman. Every man apart from Adam came from a woman. You need to understand that. So God did not use your rib to create the woman you want to come into your life. God did not use your rib. You are rather coming from the woman's life rather. So it's not about where you will be compatible with me. No, never. It's never like that. And I ask yourself, King Solomon, it means that God took all these 1,000 ribs from him, or the 700 ribs out of Adam's life to create these people. No, it's not like that. It wasn't like that. So forget about my rib and stuff. We all came out of a woman. It was only Adam. So it's not about Memphim Padie. That because this one is Memphim Padie is my rib, then I have to get married to the person. But how would you know this person is you're coming from your rib? So the best thing is the compatibility we are talking about here. Something happened. If you read the book of Genesis 29 verse 11, when Jacob was taken to his uncle, Laban, when he was going to Laban, you know, Laban did something wrong. Instead of giving Rachel to him to marry, he gave the elder sister Leah to Jacob to marry. But when you read the book of Genesis 29, the verse 1 going, when Jacob was going to the uncle, when he's going to see the uncle, on the way he met some people. Then he asked that, I'm looking for Laban, the son of Nahor, is the one that I'm looking for. And then the people told him, look, that's the daughter of the man you are looking for. That's the daughter of the one you are looking for. And that daughter is Rachel. So when Rachel approached Jacob, they say Jacob kissed her and then lifted up his voice and then wept. Love at first sight. That's all. The compatibility started from there. It started from there. So, though Laban deceived Jacob by giving the elder sister to Jacob to marry, because Jacob, you see, God was with Jacob, and God will never lead Jacob into any wrong direction. So, though Leah was given to Jacob to marry, he didn't say, okay, then you could have said that, okay, this is my coming from my rib, so let me get married to her. But Jacob didn't do that. What shows that Jacob really loved Rachel? Jacob said, well, it is Rachel that I love, and she's the one that I'm going to get married to. She's the one that I love. So Jacob has to serve 14 good years, 14 solid years. If you just let me see you and then I appreciate you, you can share with friends. Jacob has to serve 14 more years. It is because he loved Rachel. It is because he's compatible with Rachel, though he was deceived. So compatibility is very, very important in our relationships. Most of us are in relationships but we are not compatible in the relationship. But the question is, Pastor, how would I know that relationship in which I am compatible with a person or not? That's the question that we need to be asking. And this question, you cannot find answer to it. But it is your pastor, your counselor, who is able to, or who should be able to know this. In fact, not even your counselor, you will not even get there. It should be your father, your spiritual father, who should be the one to be able to determine this for you. You will not be able to know this. But well, most of us do our best. That if you have a friend that you want to have a relationship with, you want to marriage with, that person, you ask your friend, how do you see this person? How do you see him? How do you see her? It's a good move. But we have people that have to, their job is to do certain things. Just as the land that you're going to build on it. You cannot go and call me a pastor that I should go and see the land. If it is good, I have to build on it. No, you took someone who is an expert to be able to access the land and see this land is good to be able to build on it. Do you understand? So, how would you know that I'm compatible with this person? That's the question again. Yes. You see, the life in which we live in, we are all different people. We have the extrovert, we have the introvert, we have the so many people. Yes. And in our previous teachings, I spoke about something that you have to know certain things in your life. For you to know who you are, you have to know when you were born, where you were born, and the day you were born. It's very important. And this thing determines your destiny, shows who you are or what you will be in the future. Yes. So these things are very important. So you have to know these things first before you move into anything. That's why it's important that if you have somebody, that this person that you want to marry, the first thing is that you have to befriend the person by studying the person, by learning from the person, as the way we talked about last week. So you have to first learn about the person. How is the person's like? So it should not be love first. If love leads, it will become very difficult if that person will not be compatible with him or her. I have had a lot of people. There's one of my daughter at the last minute. It is not compatible, but they've already fallen in love. And where they've gotten to, as a counselor, if you tell them whatever, they won't take it. That's why you have to build friendship first. So in a friendship, it is then that you get to know if you'll be compatible with that person. So if the compatibility is there, if the land is good for you to build your mansion, you can build on it. If the land is good for you to build your kiosk on it, then you can build it. If your land is good for you to build whatever structure that you want to build on it, then you can build it. So the first thing you have to do is to befriend the person. Don't let love lead you first. Let love be behind. And then know the real person. The person who really he is or she is. This is what you need to know. And by doing this, you go into the person's history or life. What family the person coming from? How are things in the family? How do they do their things in the family? Parental. How is it like? Maternal, paternal. How are the two sides like? What is the problem that is in the family? Every family has a problem. What's the problem in the family? There are some families, when the woman gives birth to, then the marriage ends. You see, she will just pack and move out of the marriage. Some to go into marriage that they don't give birth at all. Some to the man would have to marry 2 or 3. He will marry you, go and marry another person again. So you have to go deep into it. So as we said earlier on, that understanding that you have to study each other here is different. It means that you would have to go deep into the person's history. And this is the first thing I should be treating, but I have to treat those stuff before coming with this one, so that you understand it better. So get to see the family of the person. How are they like? That's why in the olden days, the elderly people, they'll send them to go into the family. They'll go and then check the family background. How are the people like? These people, are they good for we to marry? For them, don't forget that at the moment you marry, the two sides family become one. So this time around, these people are not there. The pastors are there. That's why you need a spiritual father. Very soon, I'll be bringing a teaching on spiritual father. You would have to have a spiritual father that will be able to check out these things for you. So if you know that this family is very tough for them to have a child, and you want to go into it, it means that you are aware before you are going into it. So these are some of the compatibility we're talking about. It means that you are aware of it before you want to go into it. There are some families, the way they do their things, their children, they don't live any good life at all. If you're aware of this, you want to go into it, fine. So the first thing you need to do is to be able to learn from the background of your partner. That's the first thing you need to do. Then from there, you need to also look at the person that you are going to get married to. As I said, the person's destiny. Look at the person's destiny. What is in the person's destiny? It's important that you know what is in the person's destiny. That is what is going to create a compatibility. Without that, there will never be compatibility. You will never be compatible. So, as you get to know the person's destiny, and the destiny is a calculation that you have to do. We have numbers from 1 up to 9, even 11 and 22. These numbers are there. The number 1 people, they are leaders. These are leaders, they command a lot. So as a man, you love the person, God bless you. Francis, God bless you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Let me just see your comment and then I appreciate you. You can share with your friends. So it is this part you need to pay good attention to it. Very good attention to this part. That some are leaders. They are leaders. So as a man is supposed to be the head of the family. And then you fall in love with this lady. Beautiful lady, whatever you want, the lady has. But you don't know that this lady commands. She's a leader. She's a leader type. Now you've married to this lady. Now the lady will command you that let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Let's put this way. If you say this way, she will also say the other way. You see here, she loves you, all right, you love her. But you are not compatible. Because she is born as a leader. And you're also a leader. And the two of you, two drivers can never be on one sphere. It will never work. You're a leader. She's also a leader. It's never going to work. It won't work. No matter what, it won't work. You will love each other. But when the storm comes, God bless you so much, Francis. God bless you. When the storm comes, you won't be able to withstand it. Don't forget that the enemies are around us. They are working every day, every time to destroy us. So the slightest chance they have, they want to use it against us. So if you're not solidly grounded, being compatible will be very difficult for you for that marriage to work. Most marriages are not working because of compatibility. If you're compatible, your marriage will work. That's why you could see that you look at some people, at this point they are not work to do. But the wife loves the husband so much, or the husband loves the wife so much. It's not because of anything. There's no man, there's nothing. But it's because they are compatible. So they will understand each other. They will move together. As I made earlier example, this bottle like this, the cover is compatible. So if you close it, it covers it very well. It will never pour. But if you take this one like this one, it will cover it all right. But if it shakes a bit, it will never cover. You can turn, it will never close. It will pour. It has covered it all right. You will see that this is a man, a good man, a God-fearing man. Well, it's a God-fearing man, yes. You're also a God-fearing woman, yes. But if you're not compatible, the marriage will not work. It's just a basic truth. It will not work. It will never work. Because if you're a God-fearing man, and you're also a God-fearing woman, and then that God-fearing woman is a leader, a born leader, naturally born leader. She's to command, she's to control. What I'm telling you, check marriages and see. It's happening. With pastors, they having their distance. You see, the woman behaving some way because she commands. It's not her fault. She's born like that. She's to command. So you say this, she will say the other way, and you have to follow her. So what we're saying here is that you have to know the kind of person you're going to get married to. Is that person a born leader, or that person is somebody who will have to follow instructions? Don't forget to that. There are some men too, unless you hit them. I just catch them. I did here also will catch them and say you have to paste, you have to bath, you would have to eat. Honey, don't you see it's time to go to work? Oh, sorry. Now that he has to. There are some men like that. You have to be hitting them. That man is born like that. So if that man goes to marry a woman, that is that type. That unless you hit her, you have to prompt her before she will cook, before she will wash her own panties, before she will do certain things. That marriage is not going to work, the two of you. There are marriages like that in the world. You see that they do things anyway, anyhow. So that marriage will not work. It will never work. You see it? So what we're saying here, compatibility is very, very important in marriage. So the marriage in which you are, well, someone will be asking, what if you're already married? Fine, if you're already married, and then we have to counsel you, we will take you through the process so that your partner will know that you are naturally born leader, or you are born this way. So if you are putting up this behavior, it's because of this and that. So you should be able to have a room to contain it. But if you are not moving into it, these are things that we need to look at. So I've been saying that it's not about making party. No, it's not at all. It was only Adam. And Adam, when God gave him the suitable companion, he appreciated her and loved her so much. Jacob did the same thing. He did the same thing. The same way, when Isaac's father had to go send so that they get him a wife, they have to go and then fetch somebody who will be compatible with Isaac. So compatibility is very, very important. If you are not compatible, the marriage will never work. That's why there are some people, you could see that they've been in a relationship. So even after breakup, later, the person can go and marry. Then after some time, they will divorce, and then the man or the woman will go and marry that person. Compatibility is very, very important, that we get to know it. And what I'm sharing here is not everybody that you know, but your spiritual father will know. So immediately you've got the person, the right person to take to. Go to your spiritual father. Oh, this is the person that I have. Let him or else assess the person for you and see if you're compatible. So me, what I do mostly, I take your date of birth, the two of your date of birth. Then I run my check spiritually and see if you're compatible. And if this check 99% correct, your marriage is going to be beautiful, no matter the storm, no matter the problems that will come. I am telling you that marriages, there will be problems. In every relationship, there will be problems because the two of you are coming from different places. We'll be sleeping together, doing everything together. It will never be easy. So if you're not compatible, it will be a problem in the marriage. So as you are going, a person who is a naturally born leader, and one that is not a naturally born leader. So you will see that the lady in some relationship, the man in the family or in the house, you ask her, but is there a man in the house? There's a man, but because that man is not a commanding type, he subordinates. So that person, when a wife is a born leader, that marriage will work. Though he's a leader, but the woman that will have to tell him, let's do it this way, let's put this way, let's do it this way. This is the way it has to go. And the man will follow the woman because he is not a born leader. That's the way he's also being brought up. His destiny. So you follow the wife. So you see that in the house, it's the wife that does everything. So sometimes you see that they say, hey, let's go and see this man. And someone say, no, my uncle won't be here. Let's go and see the wife. If you talk to the wife, that is all. That is all. It's because they are compatible. And the man subordinates to the wife, though the man is the leader. And because he is not a born leader, he won't take any control. And the wife will have to do that. You see, but if the two of you are born leaders, there will be problem in the marriage. President Akufo-Addo like this is a born leader. So if President Akufo-Addo goes to pick a lady who is also a born leader, their marriage will not work. There will be problems every day in the marriage. There will be problems in the marriage. You see? So it is something that you yourself will not be able to know. And because marriage is something that is in the hands of pastors, that's why you have to get to them. As far as you know that you are into this relationship to build it up to marry, then the first thing is to go there. Don't hide anything. Don't hide anything. Go in and see them, or see him, or see her. And then let that person bring you up to the right place, and then have that beautiful marriage. There are some people, for them, they have no problem. Whatever that comes, they accept it. There are people too like that. And there are people too, nothing at all. So you have to assess your partner and know how that person is. If you are compatible with the person. If you are not, it means that it will never work. No matter how he will love you. From today, as it's fresh, you see that maybe you're not dull, you're not pale. But as the time goes on, you see that the love will die away. Because the compatibility is not there. That's what Jacob didn't want. He said, Rachel that I want. No matter what, I'll serve the 14 years. Because I know marriage is a everlasting thing. It's not something I'll enter and then come out of it. So, you have to know your partner. Who really he is, who really she is. His destiny. Would I be okay with that person? Do we click? Do we move? As now, even yourself, you can testify that. How do you take decisions? If you come to decision making, if you come to decision taking, how does it work for you? Does the man go and then come around and then come and then tell you this is the way you have to do it? Or the woman will go and then come out, as for today, this is the way you have to do it? You should be asking yourself questions about these things and know that the woman is this caliber, this man too is this kind of nature that he has. And if you know all these things, I tell you, your marriage will be beautiful. That's why I've been saying that. There are some people now, they don't have money, but they are okay. They laugh each other. They are in a marriage beautifully. They do everything together. They don't have money. And there are some people, they have the money, but they also love each other as well. There are some people too, the money is there, but they don't love each other. It's because they are not compatible. It's not about the money. It's not about the house. It's not about the beauty. Otherwise, the most beautiful ladies, handsome guys, you see all of them getting married. It's not that. They are godly people, God-fearing people, but they are not getting married. It's not because of that. Compatibility is very, very important. It's very, very important that you have to be compatible. It's important that the two things you are mixing together, can they hold each other? If they cannot hold, it won't work. But if you will be able to hold, then it's going to work. So God gave Adam a suitable companion. If you read some of the Bible verses, it says that the most suitable companion that he has given Adam. That's why Adam did not depart or separate from Eve. That's why what God told Adam not to do, he was the person that God gave that commandment to. But when Eve came to tell him that this is what I have found, and then to test it, he followed her because of that love he had, because of that compatibility. That's why. So we're saying that if you're into a relationship, you should be able to know this. If you've advanced, you can learn from these things and then see the other person's side and see if you can make room for it. Be sincere to yourself. You see, what I'm telling you, you are going to get into the marriage. I'm not going to be the one. So be sincere to yourselves. That me, can I accommodate, excuse my words, the nonsense from my partner? If you can accommodate that, no problem. But if you cannot accommodate that, you think that because of the love, tomorrow it will change. Marriage will not change anything. The marriage is not it will not process anything. It will not change anything. So don't think that after the marriage he will change. After the marriage she will change. No, not at all. The time to change is now. The time to make amendments is now. So if you cannot do that now, it will not work. So please, if you are now going into it, we need to look at this. That the person I'm going to get married to, how is he like? How is she like? So that compatibility will be able to work. And when the compatibility is above 60%, that marriage will be so nice. If you get some of them 90%, some of them 100%, you have 100. But it's below 50. It's a problem. It will be a problem. You will be facing a lot of problems. You will do everything for your partner. He or she will never appreciate it. You will give him heavens. Everything. You will never appreciate. And you say, something. It's just that you are not compatible. And you will never appreciate it. You will do everything. He will tell you that, oh, I'm sorry, I'll change. You can apologize. Some of them, they apologize. You apologize and cry, shed tears. The next moment, she will repeat the same thing. The next one, he will repeat the same thing. You are not compatible. You can't move together. So there will always be problems. The Lord wants me to bring you this message because He values marriages. He founded marriage. And He blessed the first marriage. I want you to have a beautiful marriage. And I know you listening to me, you watching me, your marriage is going to be beautiful. No matter the plans of the enemies, no matter the weapons they are erecting against you. And if you have this, there's nothing, no generational curse can even break it. Can we damage it? If you are compatible, the marriage will be beautiful. So may the good Lord bless you, wherever that you are. And this evening, may He be with you, take you throughout the night. And for the coming week, may the week be so fruitful and every day be blissful, so that the glory of the Lord will manifest in all of us. May the Lord bless all of us and bless you for making the time to watch me with your data, and bless my manager, bless my brother for giving this office and everything. We thank the Almighty God, we bless Him. Until we meet next week again with another topic, may you be blessed exceedingly. Goodbye.